Vipers Voices at the end of the DP World ILT 20 for 2025, and it's heartbreak for the Vipers. Unfortunately, they've lost by 4 wickets in the final in the very last over. It was a fantastic game of cricket. It swung one way, then the other. But sadly, the Vipers were on the wrong end of the result against the Dubai Capitals, and not for the first time this season. That's 4 games the Vipers have played against the Capitals. All of them have been close affairs, and on each occasion the Capitals have somehow managed to get across the line. We're doing things slightly differently in this Vipers Voices. What we've done is we've spoken to Max Holden, the head coach James Foster, and also the captain on the day, Sam Curran. So coming up now, we've got interviews with those 3. Goodness me, cricket, what a sickener.
Yeah, that's a tough one, that it really is. Look, very good game of cricket. When I was sat here 4 or 5 days ago, again, another very good game of cricket, and 2 good teams going at it, and unfortunately just on the wrong side of it. We played really well on various patches today with bat and with ball, but just wasn't to be.
189 at the halfway stage. What were your feelings about that score?
Yeah, I think you would have taken that at the start for sure. Very defendable, very, very defendable. Good score, and to be fair, it was the perfect response with the ball when we got our opportunity. If you think about that power play, I think maybe they were 3 down, and then obviously a huge moment in the game in that 8th over, I think it was, with that stumping. If Powell's given out, then it's I think this is a very different conversation. But wasn't given out. We got told that apparently the gloves went slightly in front of the stumps. All the footage that we saw, that we were given, couldn't see that. But we've just been told that. And look, he played very well, and all their their middle to lower order played exceptionally well. But a huge effort from us today. We can be very, very proud.
Did you still believe right up until the end there?
100%, yeah. All the way through. Believed all the way through. We're in a great position, and then obviously getting South's getting Powell out. What was it in the 17th over? What was it, 18th over? But then they came hard at the end, and we know what they're all about. They've got a lot of power coming in. And obviously that big long partnership they had took a lot of the sting out of it. Hence the reason, that moment in the game was so big.
Sam Curran, it'll be bittersweet for him. He's been named most valuable player of the tournament, and a fantastic effort again this evening from him. 62 not out from 33 balls. He has had a fantastic tournament, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been phenomenal. Look, statistically he's been phenomenal with bat and with ball, but it's also what he's like off the field as well, what he brings to the team on the field, not just his batting and bowling, his leadership. He stepped in for a few games this season when Lockie's been unable to play. It's not just captaincy, it's just him being around the group and how he just drives standards, rallies everyone around, but he's just an absolute natural. He's got a real gift, and it's been a pleasure to sit there and watch him perform on and off the pitch for 4 weeks.
You mentioned there that Sam had stood in for Lockie. Was that really decisive, the fact that Lockie and, of course, Wanindu Hasaranga couldn't play in the final?
Oh, look, we still had a very good team out there today. We've got a really good squad, heavy squad, and everyone's played their part during this campaign. And whilst obviously naturally very sad right now, I'm very, very proud of the group for the effort and the campaign that we put together. The group responded throughout this whole campaign at their various stages, and we created a really good buzz, a really good atmosphere. The players bought into everything that Lockie, myself and all the coaching staff wanted. Obviously we wanted to win this game and we wanted to win the title, but in this game nothing is a guarantee, but it doesn't take away from the efforts that we put in this season.
And a word on Max Holden, 76 in the final, 230 runs at a strike rate of 139 in the 4 matches he played. He really has been outstanding, hasn't he?
He has, he's been just an absolute star. I didn't play a lot of the cricket at the start, and he was always very upbeat. He was enjoying his training, working with Mecca and moves on his batting. Was nothing but full of energy and joy. And when he couldn't quite make even the 18, he was still very upbeat. And then when he got his opportunity, he's taken it with both hands. And his play played so well. So happy for him. Everyone's absolutely delighted for him.
The end of the game, the Dubai Capitals champions. What a bittersweet feeling for you. You batted so well today, but it just wasn't to be.
Yeah, obviously gutted. All the guys are, and I think we've given everything all tournament, and we left nothing out there tonight. So I think there's a lot to be proud of. All the guys. I know it really hurts now, but unfortunately, it's sport. There's got to be a winner and a loser, and I think the guys can be really proud of all the efforts they've put in over the last month, and definitely tonight to we gave it all. So that's one of those things.
What about you? 230 runs in the 4 innings you played, a strike rate of 139, and tonight 76 from 51 balls. You've played exceptionally in this tournament, haven't you?
Yeah, I felt good. Of course, it would feel a lot better in a winning cause, but it's been a great season for all the guys to get this far, and unfortunately in finals it's fine margins, and unfortunately the rub of the green just went their way slightly towards the end, and they obviously deserve it on the night, but it's one of those things.
You mentioned fine margins. I guess everyone will focus on that stumping that wasn't. Goodness me, that was close, wasn't it? Yeah,
it shows. There's just this level of sport, it's inches in it, and it's one of those things. It was super close. I've actually seen it back, but obviously that was a big moment. Obviously getting powered out there would have been we've been right on top, but like I said, that's sport, and he came out and played really well, and got them close and over the line there in the end.
Did you think 189 for 5 was a par score better than par?
Yeah, I think we felt confident at the halfway stage. It wasn't as much due as there was the other night, so we felt it was a score we would defend. But of course they played really well, and kept up with the rate after those 10 overs. So they obviously deserve to chase it in the end.
I guess you have to give credit as well to Powell, Sharnika, and Sikandar Raza at the end. They were 3 exceptional innings.
Yeah, they're great innings. Hats off to them. They've got a lot of firepower in their batting lineup, and about a long way down, so we knew, even if we got down to 5 or 6, they had a lot of good players coming in. So credit to them. They played really well, but of course it hurts at the moment. So the ILT 20, you've had a fantastic time. Do you want to come back next year? I'd love to. If moods and everyone will have me. But I've loved my time. It's been an amazing group to be a part of. Obviously, it would have been extra special if we'd been lifting that trophy now, and of course it'll take time for the dust to settle and everything sink in, but I've absolutely loved my first experience with the Vipers, and of course I'd love to come back if they have me.
Thanks very much, Max, and commiserations.
Thank you. Cheers.
What a frustrating night. Goodness me.
Yeah, obviously very disappointed and gutted that we didn't manage to get the job done. A game of very small margins and things that unfortunately didn't really go our way, but I think we can be incredibly proud. We had a really good season, and the boys are, and the management and staff, I'm sure, are very gutted and sad, but I guess we've got to be proud with what we achieved. In cricket, teams have got to win and lose, but unfortunately we're that side that lost today.
189 at the halfway stage. Obviously you'd lost the toss. Were you happy with that score?
I think so. I think having lost the toss, we felt that anything over 175 would be a decent effort, and we got a little bit more, and I thought Maxi batted amazingly well, and Azam with that effort at the end as well. So I thought we were there with there and thereabouts. We were very happy, and I thought we bowled incredibly well in the power play. I think we had a couple of close calls. Obviously the stumping was really unlucky, I'd say. I guess that's no one's fault. It's just small inches margins like that, and I guess Rovman played really well, and obviously Raza finished it for them. So I guess we can look back and pick it out where it went wrong, but unfortunately today wasn't our day.
Hindsight is a wonderful thing. Is there anything, looking back, you could have done differently?
I think, like you said, hindsight's a great thing, but I think we just got to be proud with what we achieved in the final. Great crowd here in Dubai, and T20 cricket, that's why we love the game. There's going to be a loser, and unfortunately it was us today. So I think we can't look into it too much. We've got to be really proud and enjoy and look back on what's been a great season for the team.
You mentioned the season there, Sam. Obviously you came here, you put all your eggs in the ILT 20 basket. Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've loved it. I think the Vipers is probably, like I said on stage earlier, it's one of the most enjoyable franchise seasons I've had. I think the environment that's been created, it's felt very family orientated. Everyone's got along really well, and I think that's why part of our success. I've watched the tournament from, I guess, afar the last couple of years, and each year it's so much consistency. The guys are all the same faces. Obviously, it looks like we got to 2 finals in 3 years, and I guess that shows even more hunger for us now to kind of next year keep learning. And that's T20 cricket. It's incredibly hard, but to get to a final, top the group stage, I think you can say it was a successful season, but probably a flat note that we didn't win the trophy.
Well, successful as well for you because you've got the red belt in your hand there for the MVP, but I guess that's bittersweet, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess accolades like that are great, but yeah, I'm a man who, I think I meant at an interview at the start of the year, I said I want to be here on the 9th with the trophy, and unfortunately it wasn't. We got so close, but yeah, like I said, thoroughly enjoyed it, and hopefully next year we can be here, and this time next year with a trophy and not with a runner-up.
You mentioned that just finally, the hunger, so this really has stoked the fire in that regard then?
Yeah, I guess anytime you lose finals and all those guys in that dressing room are hurting now, because we had some great battles with the Dubai Capitals all season, and unfortunately those small margins, like I said, we didn't really win. So yeah, I guess we go to bed tonight and wake up in the morning and start, I guess, putting things right for another year's time, and everyone gets better, improves, and fingers crossed we can have a chat next year and we'll be with the trophy.
Sam Curran, Max Holden and James Foster. Words from those three, and even though the Vipers played extremely well in the final, it'll be of no consolation to them and no consolation, I'm sure, to all you Vipers fans out there wherever you're watching or listening to this podcast and vodcast. So that's it for this season of the DP World ILT 20, the 3rd season, the 2nd time the Vipers have reached the final, and the 2nd time, sadly, they've just come up short. Thanks so much for being with us, and we look forward to your company next time, hopefully in season 4 of this DP World ILT 20. Goodbye.